That's what you envision. That's the vision we have of our kids, our team. See our defense, see our special teams, and in a game it's never perfect. We made mistakes. I think on Gunner running into our punt. Mistakes are going to happen in games. But what I was most proud of our kids was how they responded. How they responded when a mistake happened and we come down and answer. Right before half, how big was that to score, knowing that they're going to get the ball in the second half? Then, like we have in some games where, okay, the offense, might have got 3 and out, and to see in the fourth quarter them put a drive together to go down there and tie the football game. I mean, that's what you work on. And we're going to continue, but I couldn't be more proud of the effort. We thought we needed 60 minutes. Um, to win. That was the game plan, 60 minutes to win. And, right before that overtime, we called them in together. And guess what? It took 60 plus minutes to win. I think our kids were excited. And to see our defense really step up that last play, if you go back when 4 is in there, they're very successful on fourth down plays, on, when they need 2 yards, 3 yards. And for our defense to step up and make a play and win it that way. We always say, how do you win games? Defense, defense, defense. And to see them, be able to do that, it goes a long way.
You always said you wanted your kids to play and have fun, play loose. Did you see that tonight?
Yeah, winning's fun. We tell them that too. When you win a football game. But yeah, it's a game, it's playing, you put in all this work in the off season, all this work during the week to be able to go play a 60-minute game where you make plays, they make plays, and you battle. And that was a battle, back and forth against a very good football team. And, to see our kids, I mean, and again, we do this job. You coach to see your kids succeed. We coach for them to sing that fight song in that locker room, and for them to be able to do it tonight. Like I said, I couldn't be more proud of them.
With the close games you guys have had this year, you talked about learning to finish games.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you guys kind of finished tonight.
At halftime, I truly believe the team that comes out in the second half, and we told our kids this, that toughness in the second half. The team that comes out in the second half and is able to run the football, it's going to be the team that gets what their work deserves. And I thought us being able to run the football, their quarterback was almost perfect that first half. Third down plays, 11 of 12 passing. But I still believe stopping the run, us being able to run the football, that was going to determine the outcome of the game. And I think you saw it. I mean, there was drives we didn't throw the ball. That last drive, we might have dropped back and Bo scrambled, but it's a rush. So for us, being able to stop the run, they had some breaks. But when you look at the rushing yards that we had compared to them, I think that was the difference in the ballgame.
Usually, in overtime, the team that, were you surprised he went for the win?
No, if you're on the road, now they are the 7th-ranked team, but, they're on the road, and they probably felt like they had an opportunity from 3 yards away to end it, get on a plane, and go back home. So we all make those decisions. Those decisions are probably discussed. Hey, if we get into overtime, what do we think we could do? And I'm sure they had a play that they've executed in practice and felt very good about it. So it didn't surprise me, when we saw 4 come out there, that they're going to go for 2. And like I said, you don't know what, he runs it, but he's a backup quarterback at one point in his career, so he can throw it. He's a tight end now, but, he can still be able to throw the ball too.
All the time, what you tell him?
Just one play. Game can be over. And I thought our kids rallied, and I loved the effort they gave. I thought, we always talk about relentless defense and seeing our kids all over the place, making tackle for losses, stuff in the run when we needed to stuff the run. We got that 3 and out. And, then a mistake happens, and guess what? Mistakes happen, and you deal with it. There where we, ran into the punt returner, and they get the ball, and they end up scoring. That's, I think, our first 3 and out of the ball game. It just didn't end well. But again, before maybe we would have went into the tank a little bit. So again, it's all about how you respond to adversity.
You talked about speed, bows, scrambling ability
Mm-hmm.
in practice, and how
Mhm.
Dakota consistently showing up on Saturday again. I mean, it seems like he was, running all over the
Yeah.
place, making
Yeah.
plays out of nothing seemingly with a shovel long run.
Yeah.
I mean, what are your thoughts on how he was able to kind of make something out of nothing?
Yeah, he was hard to defend. We had some design cue runs that I thought we executed, especially in the first half. But the scrambling ability, and they might have had someone spying him, but I mean he's fast. And the answer they had was going zero. They brought more than we could protect, and something we knew they would do. They did it against us 2 years ago with Mitch. The last series of the game, we're inside the 25-yard line, and we got 2 zero pressures. One's a sack, and one we throw to a receiver who doesn't get the first down. So we kind of knew they had that, and we got to find better answers, because you'll start seeing more. But the key is getting the ball out because they're bringing more defenders than you have.
Now, how does that help the offense to have a quarterback who can make plays like that when the defense brings a heavy pressure or when the play breaks down and he's able to just make something out of nothing?
That something can always happen. On third down, I think, again, we were good on third down. And sometimes he's getting those third down maybe throwing. Sometimes he's getting those third down by passing. And I give credit to our O-line. Our running backs we challenge, wanted to see Tyshawn get into a groove, which I think we did. We wanted to see Ethan get into a groove, in which we did. And the unsung heroes are those tight ends that just hit a wall the whole game. They're coming back and running into bodies and helping with the offensive line and opening some of those holes.
Chris, you started a fast start last week, going up 14-0. Another quick start again, going up 7-0. How are you able to get this team going quick and early these past couple weeks just to get ahead of the chains?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we kind of work in practice. We start right from the get-go in practice, ones-on-ones. Kind of telling them, we want a quick start to practice. I want to see competition in practice. And I think that's really helped, on Wednesday, on Tuesday. And again, it's that practice execution becomes game reality. And it goes back probably to Missouri State, where we had like a 15-play drive there to start that game. So I think the confidence is in our guys, knowing the guys to the right of them or left of them are prepared and ready to play a football game. Our whole thing was trying to finish, put a 60-minute game together, offense, defense, and special teams. It wasn't perfect tonight, but it was enough to get the hard-fought victory.
After the tough losses, did you guys think you were going to beat a Dakota team? I know I could see that they were trying, because last week was by 10, so I could tell that you guys were coming together. But did you guys think that you could actually beat one of the big Dakota teams?
Kristen, we believe we can beat anybody on any given day. If we can believe in the plan, believe in each other, execute a plan, that we have enough athletes in our room to be able to compete with the guys that are in our league and on our schedule. We haven't done it. We have fallen short. We'll not make any excuses for that. But, our guys will keep working. They'll keep improving. And I expect the same of us getting back to work. We handle adversity and success one and the same. We're going to learn from this game, and we're going to try to get better starting Tuesday practice. Awesome, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Andrew, and we've seen it last year, the trust that we have in him, again, the consistency. And the hardest thing about a field goal, gentlemen, it takes protection of the guys up front. It takes a great snap by that long snapper. It takes a great holder not to give them the laces, and it takes that kicker to get it off in about 1.34 seconds. And, that's something that we work on during the week to make sure, the operation is there, and we have full trust that Andrew will put it right between the goalposts.